Hello, patrons.
Patrons.
What's up, sweet babies?
You don't know if they're sweet.
What's up, babies of dubious sweetness?
There we go.
Guys, the mods need the link.
I gave it.
You literally didn't.
I freaking gave it.
Wrong link, my guy.
You gave the Zoom.
Oh, I
They
gave
can
him the
just
Zoom
join
link.
the call.
Oh, yeah, get him on the call.
I'll get it. I can get it.
Listen, we were dealing with a lot.
A lot going on. There's always a lot going on.
We had a fun thing happening where every time Karina talked into the new mic setup, it sounded like a helicopter propeller was going off.
And not just because of my voice.
No, not because of
like
that.
That would be
Cool.
impressive.
Cool robot. We should have leaned into it and just had robot Karina.
Yeah.
If it was just robot sounds, I'd be like, yeah, that'd be fun. But it was like aggressive propeller noises.
Oh, yeah. No, I mean, it wouldn't have been fun to listen to, but it was kind of fun. It would have been funny for me.
That's true.
I love that the title has the wrong date. I just didn't title
What
it. Apparently.
is this shit?
What's going on?
Damn, we all suck, actually.
I made
What's
this
happening?
link like 2 weeks ago. What happened to me?
I have
Hold on.
been sick. I have every excuse.
Well, I guess I have
almost-
some.
Died. Julia also has every excuse.
I mean, I technically haven't. Well, I guess I sent the mods the Zoom link. That's pretty brain dead. I was like working really hard on an upcoming speed draw,
Oh!
leading right up to the moment of this stream, and so my brain was kind of frazzled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not been working on shit. I went to eat soup and nearly died. That's what I've been up to.
Yeah.
Just one of those weeks.
Should we start drawing something before we get into story times?
Oh, sure.
If we're doing story times?
I'm doing story
Oh.
time. Oh,
Okay.
that's really cute.
I'd
Little
kiss that
mug.
mug.
Little mug for you. So for a while now, when we've on the form for people
Wait,
doing
is
the
that happening today?
Yeah,
Didn't-
that's what we were talking about.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they had said for today or for Monday.
Did you
or
miss the rest of the Discord conversation?
I had inferred otherwise, but sure.
Julia has every excuse, and so do I.
Listen, Nathan, please continue.
Okay.
I'm just making sure that never mind. I'll talk
Just
to you
do a
about it
different
later.
one that's not the one we talked about.
Okay. So on the form for Drawfee, people can say whether or not they'd be cool with their drawing being drawn on a stream. It doesn't mean your drawing is guaranteed to be drawn on a stream. We haven't done any yet, but I thought today maybe I'd do one or two of mine on stream. So I'll pose it to you, chat. Would you rather see me draw some Baldur's Gate 3 fan art or someone's pet? And you can say
Those are your options: pet
those are.
or Balder.
Oh wow, even split. Y'all gotta reach consensus. All right, I'm seeing a lot of pet. Let's just go with pet. I might
Who
be
said
able.
Peg? Who said Peg?
Did someone say peg? Did someone say peg?
Come on,
Hey!
guys.
Fun thing about this request also, it's they want their pet drawn as a croissant,
Oh.
which is I think very cute. So let's just oh yeah, that's a good there are some good reference photos. Love it when people send me good reference photos as well. So let's just get sort of a croissant shape going.
Excuse me.
And you know, I'll probably work on it more off stream. This is just sort of getting the basic idea down. I find it can be helpful when doing these for me. Just like the hardest part a lot of times is just getting started, you know. So
For sure.
Yeah, you just gotta get in there.
Even if this
Yeah.
isn't like
You can't dawdle around with a captive audience, Nate.
right, exactly. So like even if this isn't the composition or like sketch I end up using, this is part of the process. So you never know. If you're a Drawficionado and you get me, you might end up with two drawings, one that's just a stream exclusive and one's the one that I actually send you. But this is a very cute little Shiba Inu.
Aww.
Dogus. Just sort of get it.
While you're doing that, Karina, did you want to share your soup tale?
Now you can have
horrible
story time. Yeah.
Unless you don't want to, but
No, I love talking about how disgusting I am. And everyone loves to hear it. Isn't that right? Anyway, so, you know, to respect continuity, I've been sick. I got sick the second I got back from my latest trip. So luckily it's just kind of a cold, and I've just been like continuously congested all week. Like every time I think I'm like better, I leave my house because I feel stir crazy, and then I just get re-congested because it's been like sub-freezing literally every day this week in New York, and awful and gross, and it's icy and the air is dry and everything makes my body upset. So I've just been fighting off like a runny nose and cold literally the entire week. It sucks. And I had an unrelated doctor's appointment yesterday, and I was like, well, since I'm already out, I'm just gonna go all the way into Manhattan to go pick up some books at Kinokuniya, because I have a gift card and while I'm there, I'll go get lunch. And that's what I did. So I went to this Chinese place I really like to get some tingly beef soup with hand-pulled noodles that really hit the spot.
Yeah,
and it was really good. It was like it was actually tingly, and it was like it felt
I do
very
have a question.
healing. Yes.
tingly. Is that because it is Szechuan?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's got the Sichuan peppercorns.
That's all I wanted to ask.
Yeah, it's
I'd
got
never heard of that
like
before.
it's got the spicy that does make your mouth kind of tingly and numb.
Okay, cool.
It's that,
Sorry.
that like Xi'an style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I love that spot because I always get the, what do you call it? They just put it on the menu as burger, but you know, like the little sandwiches.
Oh yeah,
And-
yeah.
Nice.
But the soup was so good, and it was exactly what I needed, and it was like blowing my sinuses out. So like I was instantly feeling better, and so I was just enjoying my soup in the dining area, and my nose starts running a little, so I just kind of wipe at it, and that's when I see that my hand is covered in blood. And I just instantly take all of my napkins and just shove them to my face. And because worse than like having a big nosebleed in public is making a scene while doing it.
Right.
Especially because it wasn't a crowded restaurant. It was pretty low key and chill. So I was just sitting there like the whole time. Because it was pretty bad, and I also didn't want to like do this because then it would make it more obvious that I was having a massive nosebleed, which I didn't want anyone to know for some reason. And I was there alone, so I couldn't just run off to the bathroom if it was even unlocked. So I just kind of sat there like huddled over my soup.
I'm so sorry.
And waited until like the bleeding at least slowed down a little bit so I could kind of freshly dress the wound and quietly like discard of all of my bloodied napkins and, you know, put them away so they're not like grossing anyone out in the trash. And then I just like failed to finish my soup because I had like tissue shoved up my nose and it kept catching the soup. And so I just got embarrassed and left.
Yeah, that's not the soup eating experience you want.
No.
It was supposed to be a treat.
It really did the job. Like my nose
did it
has
too
not
well.
been, yeah, like I have not really had a runny nose anymore. Yeah, so that was my like cursed experience. I was still like having a nosebleed as I left. I just kind of like plugged it up well enough that I could just put my mask back on and leave discreetly. And then I just went to a Starbucks and stole a fistful of napkins to finish like cleaning up myself.
I'm imagining you like Arthur Fist, like gripping like a whole stack of napkins and just walking out with them.
If they had a problem with that, I would have just pulled my mask down and like snorted the tissue out of my nose onto the floor as I walked out.
Here's what I like to
like
imagine.
a lizard sending a warning to a predator.
Here's what I like to imagine. I like to imagine the chef saw the order for tingly beef soup come in and go, that is a person who is sick and in need of soup. And then they like saw the soup go out and they like peered over the counter to see where it gets delivered to, sees you start eating, it makes your nose bleed, and they go.
It was good soup. Like, I'm gonna have to start doing that anytime I have a runny nose now.
Yeah.
They were
The
like,
soup
that's
that
what she
makes your
needed.
face explode.
Yeah, it was so powerful.
It was so good. But yeah, and then I just kind of meekly went home with my like nose plugged up under my mask. It was kind of a cursed day because I slept really poorly, so I was super tired, and like I went to Kino and they only had one of the books I wanted, so I had to like walk away without the other one. And then my face exploded while I ate really good healing soup. And I was like, okay.
That was bad blood. You had to get it out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
You were
it needed
excising
to
the
go.
demons.
It needed to go. And then I went home and just like passed out.
That's like when they used to do leeches and stuff, like in the Middle Ages.
Yeah. It turns out you just need really good soup. Does the
Karina's
same
no
thing.
good, very bad day. It wasn't even a bad day. It was just kind of weird.
It was more
a
like
lot
a
of-
series of unfortunate events.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But I felt a lot better after I bled my face out in Midtown.
It's a powerful thing to do.
Left my blood in Midtown.
Yeah. But I was just so concerned about looking strange to like 4 people that I just sat there and took it.
I feel ya.
I get that.
Yeah. Also, Nathan, this is very cute. I feel
Thank
like you
you.
nailed the brief.
Sometimes the people really gift me with something that's right up my alley to draw. Mm-hmm. I feel like all of my
Aw, that's so cute.
all of my requests this month are very, very good ones.
Very Nathan.
Very Nathan.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, you can send me a challenge as well. I've gotten some challenging ones that have turned out pretty good, I think, that I like initially I read what they want and I'm like, why'd you pick me for this one? But you know, it's because they believe in me. It's because
Yay.
you know, I'll
It's because they like you.
yeah, I'm always so appreciative of the
Yeah, that's
people
what
who
I
support us at that tier. So thank you.
That's what I have to tell myself when I get a request that like I'm like, why me?
Yeah.
This is better for someone else. Like this isn't not my wheelhouse.
Yeah.
But I'll just have to remind myself they probably just like me.
They just like they just want something drawn by you. Yeah.
Yeah, they're probably not considering like our little specialties. They're probably just like,
Yeah.
oh, I like Karina's art, and I also like
This thing.
this thing.
So yeah, thanks for supporting us at that tier. Thanks for supporting us, all of you watching live, patrons. Thank you. And if you're watching the VOD later, you know, this is the thing you can get.
Get it.
If you want me to draw your pet as a pastry that sort of also looks like a big worm, you can you can request that. I'll probably tidy this up off stream, and then maybe I'll just work on the sketch for the other one if it comes back to me. But I think this is in a good spot.
Cute.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah, great work.
All right.
Delightful.
And the perfect amount of time to draw a croissant dog and listen to Karina's harrowing
Beef tail.
beef tail.
My
Woo.
beef soup tail.
Who go next?
I guess I'll go.
Great.
Let's share the old screen, Aruni.
Are you doing a pre-selected idea?
I am not. I'm willing to take
Whoa.
anything that the chat wants. And then I'm going to also tell a brief tale of my own
Yeah.
social awkwardness.
Oh, nice.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
I want to call out somebody. Where the fuck did it go? Someone said they needed me to know. I'm gonna need someone to tell Karina it was correct not to put your head back for a nosebleed. Is that just like common practice? I don't know if that's like the correct thing to do, but it just helps.
Yeah, you're not supposed to tilt your head back. According to my EMT mother, you're not supposed to tilt your head back because it forces the blood to go into your throat and then you throw
Oh yeah,
up.
like I've done that before.
Yeah.
There was one time, the other time I had a really bad nosebleed was in college, and I had it while I was in my bunk bed with like my friend, Carmen, the one I went to Japan with. And I was so worried about getting like my bodily fluids on Carmen's bed that I just laid in my bunk bed and had the nosebleed. And then eventually I started just drowning in my own blood and I coughed it up all over the front of my shirt.
No.
So yeah, I know that's what it does, but I'll still do it because it'll kind of just speed the process up. I'd
It'll
rather
put
it
it
come
somewhere.
out of my mouth than my nose. I have more control over that hole.
Control your hole.
Control your hole.
I'm going to do... somebody said magic from Marvel Rivals. I'm going to draw
sure.
magic.
Jacob loves magic from Marvel Rivals.
I'm excited to see which one that is.
I'm not good as her at all, but she's fucking so cool.
It's Anya Taylor-Joy with a big sword.
Yeah.
Oh.
In the comics, she's like a Russian blonde woman with a giant sword who goes to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I know about her. She goes to hell and she has a big sword, and she can go to hell whenever she wants too.
The sword.
That's fun.
The sword opens the portal.
I think so.
Yeah, sword open portal to hell.
Nice. Yeah,
Someone please do Jeff the Shark. As a Cloak and Dagger main, I'm gonna say no.
We hate Jeff here. We're Jeff haters.
I am the Jeff counter as Cloak and Dagger because you can do the Shadow Cloak, and every time I hear that little dude swimming in, I'm like, where is he gonna drop? Where is he going? Get that Shadow Cloak ready. Puts me on high alert.
But Jeff is pubby.
And
Yeah, if you want me to draw Jeff as a croissant, you can support us at the Draw Aficionados tier, and then we have to draw him.
Jacob, did you want to tell your
yeah, Jacob's turn.
your tale,
I
or do you want to think about your drawing first?
I do want to. I'm just trying to. We just got to get a little. We got to get a little bit of a pose here. 'Cause
Well, there is a
don't know
comment
what I'm
directly
doing.
for Karina in the chat about Yu-Gi-Oh! GX. So
Oh,
I've stayed watching you. I started watching Yu-Gi-Oh! GX thanks to you. Judai is an absolute sunshine boy. I can't believe they're going to traumatize him. Yeah.
Yeah, they do that.
They do that.
Just you wait. I know, he's the best.
Okay. I can tell my story probably.
I can tell my tale.
Hell yeah.
I've talked about this before, but one of the things that I always get like social anxiety about is if I'm going any place by myself, I have a habit where I'll be like, oh, I should go to like this place. And I'm out like walking or something. If I was like in Brooklyn or something like that, like I should go check out this place. And I'm like alone. Yeah. And I'll walk all the way there. I'll look in the window and be like, I don't immediately grasp what the process is of interacting with this location. And then instead of going in, I'll just leave. Like I'll just go all the way there. I'll be like, what if I do the wrong thing at this like yogurt place?
Yeah.
And then I just leave.
Yeah.
It's a classic Jacob move. I've done it countless times.
Incredibly relatable.
But you know, it's something that I'm always trying to be like, I could get better at this.
Yeah.
And so recently, I went to a concert in Manhattan and I like had time to myself before the show. And I was like, I'm going to go to Manhattan early. I'm going to go to this taco place I like by myself. And I'm going to eat at the restaurant by myself. And then I'm going to go to a bar by myself before the show.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
And I was very, proud of myself. I did all of that successfully, but I did have a fight or flight moment where I went to the bar, walked in, and it was kind of like loud in there. And I was like, I walked in, there was literally one stool that was open at the bar. It was like crowded.
Yeah.
Weirdly crowded because it was a Monday night. There was one stool at the bar, and I walked in and I asked the bartender, I was like, is anybody sitting here? And then she said something back to me that I couldn't hear.
Oh,
I couldn't fully make out what it was. And my first instinct was just turn around and leave.
Yeah. That's
in
what
my
I
mind,
done.
it was like, you can't risk, like if you sit and you're wrong and it was taken,
it's freaking over.
that's it for you.
You can't even go to the concert at that point.
No, you have to
go
go
home.
But if she said no one's sitting there and your response is to just leave,
Yeah, then that's
the funniest
That's really
thing.
weird too.
It's weird, but at least you're not there anymore.
to witness it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I'm probably not going to be back.
Leaving is the safest choice there. Yeah, absolutely. I'm right there with you.
But instead, what I did was I went, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I didn't hear you. Is anybody sitting here? And then she was like, yeah, you are.
Nice.
And I was like, hell yeah, let's go.
Nice.
Got him.
That is an unfortunate sentence to overhear, because if you only heard part of it, if you heard yes and then you didn't hear the rest of it because of a noise, you'd be like, oh, well, it's taken then, I gotta go. But then if you only hear like the you are, you'd be like, I just got here.
Mission accepted.
Yeah. So it's just one of those times where I was like, I really did it. I mustered all of my courage to do a completely normal social interaction that had no consequences whatsoever.
And it worked out.
And it worked out totally fine. And then I sat there and read a book in silence for like an hour and a half.
Nice.
While I
long
waited
time.
for Julia's brother to arrive because I was going to the show with him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, so this was happening simultaneously with me and Julia streaming Path of Exile.
That's
Yes.
true, yeah.
Correct.
Whoa.
It's all coming together.
Whoa.
Everything's coming up.
And I was just off. I don't remember what I was doing that day, honestly.
Were you
Who's to
in
say?
You were in
Baltimore?
No, I was in Mexico.
You were in
but
Mexico.
I don't remember what I was doing.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's all got to blur together. Everything that happened in Mexico.
Yeah. I was like, I might have been like at the dinner theater show that night and they were doing like the saxophone covers of the sad song from Fast and Furious.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really good.
Who's to say? But it was really good though. That guy fucked.
It's so funny.
I just can't imagine eating my food on vacation to the sad saxophones. Like, really bring it down the mood.
Like, being there like made me stupider. I was like, hell yeah, fuck it up. As I take a bite of my that one, it was like a special dinner where they did a lot of like the, you know, like the fancy schmancy kind of dishes. And one of the courses was just liquid sphere.
What?
Liquid
It was
sphere?
a drink that they encased in like a little bloopy bloop bubble, and like it just explodes in your mouth, and it's really funny because you aren't super sure how to explode it in your mouth at first, and then it just kind of happens and you're like because you suddenly have a mouthful of cocktail.
It's gonna happen no matter what.
Like a big
Yeah.
Gushers.
Yeah, it is kind of like the closest you'll get to like having a giant alcoholic gusher or an Orbeez.
Wow.
Which I always wanted to eat.
Or a Tide Pod.
Or a Tide Pod.
It was very
Yes,
Tide Pod
yes.
adjacent, and it did tickle my brain just right.
Nice.
That's great.
And people enjoy this. I guess I never actually talked about my funny little trip.
Oh, whoa, yeah.
No, you have not.
Do you want the longest story time of all?
Before you do it, can I just say, Solid Snake voice, liquid sphere. Okay, continue.
I went on a secret trip. This was like a very it just kind of happened to me sort of trip.
Yeah.
Where I was invited along on like a white family vacation to a retiree resort in Cancun. It was with my best friend and her in-laws, and it was really nice of them to invite me, and I had a really good time. But it was a little strange at points.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Because it was like a gringo retiree resort. Like, I don't think I went to Mexico. Not really.
You could have been anywhere.
You went to like Florida Part 2.
Yeah. And like me and my bestie's like sibling-in-law, who's a little bit younger than me, did get clocked multiple times as like, the queers are here. And also because we got asked to like do photo shoots for some of the like photographers at the resort, and also as weirdly young to be here. So
It's like, you're retired?
I want that to be the text that's under the photo in the write-up. So it's like, here are some weirdly young patrons of the resort.
Yeah.
Yeah, like we got clocked as like, oh, usually people who come here are older. Like, what are you here for? Are you celebrating something? Because, you know, they ask you what the fuck you're up to. You're nice.
Hey, what the fuck are you up to?
But yeah, so I
What's
just
your
like
game?
spent a week just kind of like, I kept saying that I was in cat mode, because if like I didn't have a plan and I was just going solo, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go cat mode and wander off like a stray cat would.
Nice.
So I was being an outdoor cat for a week, but the real like the real like crux of the trip is that I was hanging around one of the lobbies a lot because they had really good outdoor couches, and they had a on premises cabaret club. And if you just stay near the cabaret club, the new most insane thing you've ever seen happens. It was great.
You just kept sending us these out of context pictures and videos.
They were
I was
so
like-
wild.
I was like live sending everything to Drawfee. Because
Yeah.
one night we were out there and they had this bingo event that I was like, oh, I've seen the TVs in the lobby playing this bingo event. It's weird because it's bingo, but they're just showing like sexy go-go dancers, like men and women just sexy
bingo.
dancing. And so we like were outside while they were like letting everyone in for sexy bingo, and there was a go-go dancer dancing in front of the bingo sheets. And So eventually, like, we were kind of peeking into sexy bingo, and the waiter's like, do you just want a table? Like, you don't even have to pay for the table. You only have to pay for the bingo card. So you're welcome to just sit in. And we're like, you know what? Yeah. So we got to bear witness to sexy bingo. It was just another thing that happened to me. And it was just them doing bingo, but it was like a party club kind of vibe. And there were like sexy go-go dancers all over the place, just like shimmying to like salsa music as they called the numbers. And every time they called a number, they had a soundboard they would play.
That's awesome.
And so they'd be like, B7? Oh, yeah. And they just had a whole soundboard of various men, women, and voices that sounded like Mickey Mouse moaning or going, yeehaw.
Yes.
And it was just very strange. And they had these like little sections. And this is what I mean when I say that I don't think I went to Mexico. They had these little sections where they were like karaoke time, like get on stage. If you know the song, you'll win stuff. You get a tequila shot, you know, and they'd play a song like get up here if you know it. Song number 1, Summer of '69. Song number 2, Shake It Off. Song number 3 was like Dancing Queen. And then my favorite is that at the like peak of the night, they played Sweet Caroline, and everyone was like losing their damn minds. And I was oh, yeah, they're really playing to the audience, and that audience is old white people.
Yeah.
Like Sweet Caroline started, and it was like a slight club remix of Sweet Caroline. I'm like, now this is white culture. Let's go. And
fully experiencing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and my absolute peak of the night for me was at some point the MC goes, "Tonight you are all Latino," and then played Sweet Caroline, and I was like, yes. And they had these like fog machines, like these high-powered fog machines on stage that were really scary. And they were like dropping balloons and shit. Oh, and also because everyone there is meant to be absolutely fucking shwasted, people would like accidentally call bingo. So if you did not call a correct bingo, you get punished. In which case, they either bring your spouse or partner, or the dancers will like come up on stage and just spank you in front of everyone.
Whoa.
I forgot to tell you guys that part.
Yes.
And every time someone called a false bingo, they played the oh no TikTok sound.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I want to say the closest I've ever gotten to recreating my Cats 2019 viewing experience was working at my computer, listening to the latest Ethel Cain album, and looking over and seeing that Karina sent a video of Vacation. So I would hit play, but I wouldn't hit unmute on the video, and I wouldn't mute the Ethel Cain music. So I had these people like dancing, and then like the rainbow lights saying bingo, and just like the wildest shit happening on screen. And then just like a drone noise of a ceiling fan and someone whispering, "I love you. I love you. I love you." And I was like, what's happening?
Right, you recreated the experience for us on Monday, and it was really cool the way the strobe lights from the video sort of synced up with the Ethel Cain, just like ambient noise.
I was just like, Karina, like if Karina's experiencing this, she must be like, her brain must be getting rewired.
Yeah, like I was genuinely stun locked for most of it. Like I think I was doing like the whole time. Like I was frozen. I felt like a trapped animal. But it was also really funny. But also they had this part where they did like a dance off for tequila shots, and one of the women who went up on stage was like really, really wasted, and they had dropped all these like the long balloons that you use to make balloon animals, and she just like had one, and her dance moves were doing the full splits or just sucking off that balloon. And I was like, where is her support system?
This ain't right, man.
No.
Like, go off, queen, but also this isn't like that cute.
No.
Because also one of the other person that she was in the dance off with was like a full blown TikTok dancer, doing all the moves.
Oh, no.
And I was like, this is crazy. It was crazy, but
Yeah.
that's like what I was doing for a week. That and a lot of free form lounging in places.
Wow.
Freeform lounging.
Well, the other
Yeah,
wild,
'cause look at what else is there. I don't know.
I think that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
The other wild thing is getting like the craziest videos from Karina at night, and then in the morning getting like, saw this weird dog today, and it's like a giant lizard in the road, and I'm like, what? It's literally day and night.
A lot of
Yeah.
really good dogs.
Yeah, during the day, I just went around and documented as many good dogs as I got to see. I saw many cute iguanas. I saw the agoutis, the little capybara likes. I even
Those are
saw
my
a real
favorite.
monkey, like a whole ass monkey, like a baby Kong go to Brazil kind of monkey, and like
Oh, it was huge.
so fun. And then at night, I would see the scary dogs, like the robot lady and the
Yeah.
mermaid,
Yeah.
the rarest dogs of all. Day one of being there, my BFF's mother-in-law was like, oh, and on Saturdays, the mermaid comes out and gives drinks away. And I'm like, girl, you are saying things that are strange, and I don't think you realize that they're not normal things to say because you've been here before, but I haven't, and that's a crazy thing to say. What do you
The
mean, the
mermaid?
mermaid?
You
And
know.
she's like, they wheel her out in her bathtub, and I'm like, make this seriously. But it was just a woman in a mermaid tail that they wheel out in a bathtub with like a shelf of drinks that you can take, like little baby cocktails. But then after that, the robot lady came out, and she was scary, and I didn't like her. But she was kind of whack because, how do I paint this picture? Like she had a table that she wheeled out, and she had human legs, but like a fake robot top. And the optical illusion is that there is a real human woman bent over, like walking, but her upper body is inside the table. And so someone is leading her out so that she has real human sexy legs, but then like a weird, uncanny robot top body with robot tits. And then once the drinks are gone, she just gets led back inside the club, never to be seen again, because
Wow.
that's all she is there to do.
It ain't right. I'll tell you that much.
It was crazy.
Someone
like people
unhinged
just
made
do
this.
that.
Yeah. That's what's in Silent Hill 2 enemy. Yeah, very much
Yeah.
so. If it had robots, yeah.
Cabina, what is this story? I'm telling you, it's real. I can queue up some pictures to show.
It's Karina's freaking life.
Yeah, like this is just what happens to me.
Someone said, I'm as white as a snowman, and this sounds too white even for me. And Karina was like, this is like, you know, the most white person vacation. And I pictured my grandparents there having, I guess, the tingly beef soup nosebleed. Because they are such reserved, quiet, Manhattan-esque people through and through, born and raised New Yorkers that are like Upper East Side seeming people, that they would just be sitting there like this, like stun locked.
Okay, I'll show a picture when it's my turn, but I'm just hiding the faces of the people in it. I feel like that's always a kind thing to do, especially given that we have a platform.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. They don't deserve to be a part of this shit. This face is fucked, man.
I like
It's
it.
cute.
It ain't right.
That's the face you make when you open the portal to hell with your giant sword.
What's wrong with this? Something's wrong with this. Eyes are wrong.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
there you
there you
go.
go.
Yeah, nailed it.
I don't want to erase it again, but it's wrong. It fucking sucks, actually.
Do it. Delete your art.
It's actually bad. It's actually all bad. Oh no.
Huh? No,
I
it's good.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like all this.
Yeah, this is good.
Have you tried putting dots for eyes?
Make her wink. That makes eyes easier because then you
Oh,
don't have
yeah.
to make them symmetrical.
Asymmetrical eyes.
Oh, yeah, good point.
One more try. It's so doable.
It's magic before she says, "Don't worry, I won't be doing Dark Child right now." Wink. And she goes around doing her ult.
Yeah. Or if that's not like her personality, I don't know this woman. If that's not her personality, she's doing like a, like an effort.
Oh yeah, like one eye squinted.
An effort, you say?
I don't play Marvel
This is good.
Rivals, and I never watched the New Mutants. So I only know Magic from Marvel Snap, and all she does is show up and make the game last longer.
Hell yeah. Wink.
She says you have to stay in hell for an extra turn.
Gotcha.
Gotcha.
You fell right into my trap. Okay, this is the run. This is the run.
You're doing it.
Okay.
You're doing it.
Yeah.
Who is this diva? This is Magic
This
from
is
Marvel?
Magic. from
Marvel's
Marvel.
magic.
Marvel's magic.
Magic.
The marvelous Mrs. Magic.
The marvelous Mrs. Magic.
Jacob and I play a lot of Marvel Rivals. And Jacob,
It's the it game.
yeah, Jacob keeps wanting to be very good at Magic. And to be fair, Jacob's like pretty good at Magic. But definitely not his best character. There you go.
Sunglasses.
Yes.
I love the skin. It's just the
Yes.
same, but with sunglasses.
So you can keep your eyes open in hell and the fires of hell won't hurt your eyeballs.
All
Yeah,
right,
because they're bright.
I'm gonna give up for now, I think.
That's fair.
That's okay. That's allowed.
Oh my god, she's doing like Yara Naika.
What's that?
Let me send it to you.
I'm giving up. This is as much as we're getting.
That's fine.
I'm happy with everything. I just can't. The eyes. I can't do it.
Sometimes
I can't do it.
Sometimes that's what happens.
That's,
I don't know what's going on, but I can't do it.
that's fair.
Here,
Acceptable.
I just put it in our Discord.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that face.
You should just copy this and paste it into the.
I'm gonna do that.
Easy. That's just how.
Any of these is so good.
I really like this one.
Yeah.
I have to
That's-
freaking save it.
I
though,
was about to
because
say, that's. You copy that. That's going.
Windows is fucking garbage in many ways. You ever do that thing on Windows where it's like you copy a PNG and then you go to paste it and there's a big black box around it for no reason?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
love that.
It's great.
And so
It's
you have to
good.
save it. Let me drag it in.
It's a WebP.
It's a web P.
That should work. Why doesn't that work?
No.
It doesn't work in Clip?
A web piece?
Yeah.
No.
They work in Photoshop.
Whoa.
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 You could take one with a white background
This is fucking...
and put it under your.
My life is actually horrible.
He's struggling.
How about you open the web piece preview and then copy it?
Fuck this.
Ooh, yeah,
We're
that's
just getting
her.
this.
You're putting it under the drawing.
You just set it to multiply.
Oh, yeah.
I can't reach multiply because you're in the way, Nathan.
It's that one.
Sorry. Good.
This is her. This is magic.
Oh
It's
my
really
God.
good.
You drew it so well.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's a perfect magic.
Oh man,
That's so
Hell
funny.
yeah.
Is it time for me?
Yeah, please.
that's awesome.
Yes.
Get
That
me out of
rules.
here.
I can't reach multiply because you're in the way, Nathan.
You were.
Can we all just take a moment to appreciate how I was in the way?
Yeah, please. This is so funny.
They're gonna be like, can we appreciate like Nathan choosing to take up space and assert his?
Yeah.
Why did you
Being in the-
unmultiply my lair?
It unmultiplied itself.
No,
Get out of the way, Nathan.
I wish I could.
No, you need to set the folder to a through layer.
I leave the call.
To a
Is
what?
that the only way to
Oh,
get out of the way?
Thank you.
Uh-huh.
I didn't.
Oh.
I've never encountered that.
I had to figure that out myself because it kept fucking my shit up.
My mom was having a problem with Twitch last night when she was trying to stream, and she called me and Jacob to solve the problem. And we told her, we were like, oh yeah, we've had this problem a million times before. And she's like, I'm glad everything has broken for you before it did for me so that I can just steal your answers. I was like, that's how it goes.
Yeah, basically.
That's how the internet goes, is that someone else had it break before it happened to you. I need a drawing suggestion.
Please suggest.
Please. What's this?
What's this?
I like going to Jacob's computer because he always has like new pens.
You never know what you're gonna find in there.
And I
Ooh,
have
yeah.
so few pens. I downloaded like 3 and then gave up.
There's a lot. It's too many choices sometimes.
I'm not going to draw the sexy bingo. I do have I think I have the robot lady table memorized though, because it like ingrained itself so quickly into my brain.
I did pull it up on my screen for
Okay.
to switch to me.
Okay, yeah, you
Real-
can. Do you want to show that now or show it when you draw?
I'll show it when I draw.
Okay, cool.
Let's keep it going.
All right, what am I doing?
I see Cloak and Dagger, Eugene.
I don't. Oh, I'll draw Cloak and Dagger.
I see skies of blue and clouds of white.
The bright blessed day.
Where?
The dark sacred night.
And I think to myself, well, it's a pretty wonderful world. And then I open my phone.
And then I go
Hey.
I go, no.
No!
Tandy. That's Cloak and Dagger's. Well, that's Dagger's name is Tandy.
Tandy.
Candy.
And you're reminded of this every single freaking time you play with Doctor Strange, because he says something about Tandy Bowen. And he says it just like that every single time. Tandy Bowen.
Candy Bowen.
What's this? Okay,
This is
that's good. That's good enough.
What's
Well,
that?
what's this one? No.
What's that?
I like how when we
one?
started playing Marvel Rivals, Julia really liked playing Cloak and Dagger, and so she was like, I should look up what the good Cloak and Dagger comics are to like learn about the character. And so she like Googled what are the good Cloak and Dagger comics, and it basically came back just being like, sorry, bud. there are none.
Well, everyone's top Cloak and Dagger comics list number one was Kate Beaton's silly comic about it that was like 3 strips long.
That's the best piece of media about the characters.
Dagger's costume just keeps falling off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I love that Marvel Rivals has 3 voice actors from Critical Role. Aren't the Critical Role people initially voice actors?
I think so. Like a lot of them
I
are,
just
right?
know that half of them have been in Digimon.
Yeah, there was one in Final Fantasy 14 as well.
Yeah. Matt Mercer was Beelzemon at one point.
Yeah, he was in Overwatch.
That's right.
So they've similar sort of game there.
All I know is that Wolverine is Steve Bloom.
Cute.
And every time I hear him, I'm like, you can't hide from me, Steve Bloom. You can say Bub all you want. I know who you are.
Guillaumon.
Spike Spiegel.
Matt Mercer was Beelzemon. He's not my Beelzemon, but he was a Beelzemon, yes.
You didn't vote for him.
He's not my wife Beelzemon, but he is an iteration of Beelzemon. I'm just gonna spit my lozenge all over my mic. He'll like that.
That's for patrons only.
Yeah.
My
Still gotta
hand-
watch.
My hand has been killing me this week, so I'm going to try and make this quick-ish.
Go for it.
Just letting you know.
You could pull the reference up on this monitor that I have specifically for reference.
I pulled up my own reference that I took during the game.
Julia's doing her own research.
I'm doing my own research.
Wow. Brave.
Okay. Sorry, what were you going to say, Nathan?
Oh, just that I still need to watch the newest season of the Critical Role animated show.
Oh, right. I forgot that existed.
It came out around the same time as the new season of Arcane. And maybe it was a little bit before, but I don't know. By the time I had free time to like watch a show, it was like new season of Arcane, new season of Critical Role. Critical Role has ads. I'm watching Arcane. But I like the first 2 seasons. I never had enough time to like listen to the podcast. But the show's fun.
I tried to listen to the podcast on a couple of occasions. But I felt like wherever I was jumping in, I was like,
I'm missing something.
this doesn't feel like the right place to be starting.
Yeah.
And so I never knew where the right place to be starting was, and I gave up.
I'm
But
just not D&D pilled enough. I can't listen to actual play podcasts. They confuse me.
That's very fair.
Watching the show, and having not listened to the podcast, I just like have my brain can't help but like try and imagine what was actually happening at the table when like scenes are happening. I'm like, how many rounds of combat am I watching take place here? Because this is bonkers. It's like I'd like to make a check to do like a really sick flip in the air and shoot 20 arrows at once.
Well, see, I feel like D&D should let you do that.
Yeah.
1 dice roll for a sick flip in the air and shooting 20 arrows at once.
Yeah.
Tandy Bowen has such big bangs. Tandy Bowen.
Tandy Bowen and your big bangs. Does she
Here's
have
the
a
thing.
theory about her big bangs?
Huh?
I said, does she have a theory about her big bangs?
Oh, Nathan.
Boo, boo. Tomato, tomato, tomato.
Tomato, 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 tomato. This is why Nathan doesn't do stand-up comedy.
No, I would.
He's too afraid of getting
Terrified,
tomatoes
yeah.
thrown at him.
Exactly. The worst punishment.
It sounded like a setup for like a cheesy joke that you would only understand if you were a Drawfee fan. Like, why does Nathan not want to do stand-up comedy?
Because they throw tomatoes at him and he does not like those.
He really
and they
doesn't
disgust
like
him.
those.
So it would be an unpleasant experience for him to do stand-up comedy.
Do people still do like jokes where they got like the drummer to go like ba-dum psh?
I'm sure
they're like
someone does, ironically.
Yeah, you just have like a sound cue. You just have like a MIDI file of ba-dum, tsh. Just have it on your phone.
I'm thinking
Just play it.
there could be something to like you do stand up and you have a professional drummer and you're a duo.
Yeah.
And so the drummer can do like he can do like builds like as the joke is like building up.
Yeah.
And then like he like cuts out, you say the punchline, and then he just plays like a sick drum solo for like 3 minutes while people are laughing. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Or you could just you could be the drummer and the comedian. It's like there were lots of guitar comedians.
Oh yeah.
In like the early aughts, early 2010s. Just bring a full ass drum set up on stage. Spend the first 10 minutes of your set just setting up your drum set. And then you do like a tight 5 and then spend another 10 minutes taking the drum
Breaking
set
it
off the
down.
stage. Yeah.
Something happened.
I didn't like what I was doing.
Fair.
So, you know, delete your art.
Delete.
Delete.
You know what? I'm going to go full fashion illustration on this.
It's gonna be
Hell
one of
yeah.
those days
it.
apparently.
Yeah.
I'm glad I'm not alone in that. This is how I felt when I was doing my speed draw yesterday. I opened it up today and I was like, am I gonna have to just start over?
Is this garbage?
Is this all bad?
I still need to start mine. I was gonna start it. I was gonna do most of it yesterday, but then my face exploded and I fell
Yeah.
asleep.
Yeah, that's you gotta go to bed after your face explodes. That's just
I was just really
common
tired.
sense. Yeah.
You lost
I
a lot of
don't-
blood.
Yeah.
I don't think I got a single like REM cycle the night before, so
yeah.
the loss of blood didn't help. So I haven't done mines yet, but I canceled my dinner plans with Barrett so that I could start.
Take that, Barrett.
Yeah. And also because I'm like, what if I just stop pushing myself to see people while I'm still technically sick?
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Like a smart person would.
Yeah.
Gotta give yourself the space to recover.
Yeah. And not be gross in front of my loved ones.
But if you can't be gross in front of them, who can you be gross in front of? Am
I was
right?
already gross in front of some of them. I had a bunch of friends come over for it was one of my friend's birthday the other night. And we watched
birthday
Love on a Leash.
Okay.
Good movie to watch with friends.
Sarcasm or
Sarcasm. Okay. It's like a famously bad movie.
okay.
Google the art.
We should watch it.
It's really good.
I'm so down.
Yeah, absolutely. Monday.
Okay, bet.
Monday will
I'd be
be our
happy to
time.
watch it again. What's
Love
really
takes
funny?
a furry twist in this slice of life romantic comedy. A young woman falls for a stray dog with a secret. By night, it becomes a man.
No way.
The funniest thing about this movie is that it kind of like got repopularized, I think, by Danny Gonzalez making a video about
Oh,
it.
nice.
But when he made his video, I watched it and I had like visceral flashbacks because I'd seen the movie when it first came out. Because Bestie Lauren, her parents had Netflix like really early in its life cycle when they were just populating it with whatever garbage they could get the rights to. And we watched it on there or something like that. And I
Nice.
remembered the house in which the movie takes place because it's so unique.
Mm.
And I was
Interesting.
like, I'm having a vision.
You're having like a That's So Raven, like psychic vision experience. Julia's freaking out. She's going crazy. She's losing it.
It's
You
not.
got this.
It's not working.
It's
you
not
need a
working.
different thing?
Something's not working today. I get it. I'm there with you.
You just draw something else.
It's just not. I feel like it could happen.
You could draw a cloak and dagger.
But my brain is too divided right now on shit.
Much like Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, great.
Whoa.
It's us against the world. What she says when she ults.
She
What
says
they
it like
say.
that. She says it real.
Yeah.
Very
No,
Us
deeply.
yeah,
against the world.
What if I just draw?
Draw Jeff.
Yeah, but like dead.
Draw dead Jeff.
Yeah, maybe he got stepped on by like a rhinoceros.
Jeff's just like. That's what he does.
Wow, good Jeff.
That's a good Jeff.
Jacob, you like that I pulled up reference and then just drew that?
I like that you keep putting the reference on the monitor that I specifically had for monitoring the stream and chat,
Yeah,
and
it's
then covering all of that
it's
with
because
it.
How
I
many
can't see what's
monitors?
over there.
How many monitors do you have?
I have the tablet down here, and then I have 2 monitors up here.
Oh wow, the triple monitor.
I know what I have to
Man.
do. I just have to focus a little bit.
I only got so many monitors because I kept having so many issues with streaming.
Yeah, you need one just dedicated to issues. This is the issues monitor.
Well, what I needed was to have 2 of the exact same monitor so that I can turn off the tablet completely when I'm streaming,
Oh.
and then have just 2 of the same monitor so that hopefully they don't have like the weird desync issue that I've been experiencing.
Oh, for gaming.
Yeah.
You're talking about for gaming.
Yeah.
Nice.
And believe it or not, it actually did not fix that problem.
Are you telling me?
Oh man.
I think some
like-
other stuff has fixed it, but still.
One thing that gives me comfort though in like about our streams and technical difficulties is when I tune in to watch just y'all stream Secret Sleepover, if you're having technical difficulties over there, it's still very entertaining to watch. And so I'm like, okay, so maybe other people are having that same experience watching us.
I like to
when-
think so.
Yeah, I
Like
think
that's how I feel when I stream with Onsta and something is still scuffed.
yeah.
I'm just like, I think it might. It's not a bug. It's a feature.
It's a feature. The scuffedness it makes it relatable.
Yeah.
There's something comforting about watching people struggle in real time about something that's like inconsequential.
As long as they're not
In
like
the long-
actually having a breakdown about it.
Yeah, I think we're pretty good at keeping the
We've
mood
never
light.
done.
No.
You know, it's been normal.
If you thought I was actually mad and freaking out, you got fooled. That was all part of my great act.
Ooh.
Ooh, boo.
Is that what it sounded like?
Yes.
Boo,
Ooh, boo. Okay.
That in my mind it was just ooh, but I'm glad
You got a little extra
my
consonant.
my
in
mouth
there.
likes to make choices. It's like having an actor on set who's just like he's like I'm gonna make some choices. I'm gonna give you some options here. I'm like we're not editing this. Please just do what's in the script.
I feel like I need to show this to Nathan. I got these lozenges because they were just by the register while I was buying soup.
Nice.
And they're called honey. Oh, so honeys.
Honeys.
How's that for adult cocoa melon?
That's good.
Ubu.
Ubu. Honey.
So honey.
We've descended into madness.
Soup mention. I have this very fond memory of one time I like got the flu and then went to Bestie Lauren's for like a full weekend and just had the flu on her couch.
Oh,
As like a
true
funny
bestie.
bit. Like
Yeah.
it was for Thanksgiving and I went to like a Frank Turner concert the night before Thanksgiving and then bus to hers the next morning and like instantly got incredibly sick upon arriving at her apartment.
Nice.
And she didn't have, we only like had food to like make Thanksgiving food. So she didn't have any soup, but she had like cans of creamed corn. So she just fed me creamed corn all weekend. And now whenever I'm sick, I want creamed corn.
Oh.
That's cute.
So many of my meals this past week were just creamed corn with bone broth and cracked pepper mixed in.
That sounds pretty good.
That reminds me, and this is nothing, but I'm gonna say it anyways.
Do it. Yeah.
It's not even relevant.
well,
You'll see how many layers of irrelevant it is as I get into it.
Hell yeah.
But I've been listening to back listening to old Mabimbams
Sure.
as I've just been going in reverse through ones I hadn't listened to yet while I'm like cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
And there was a bit in one of their intros where Griffin was saying that it was Justin and Travis's birthdays, and so he was going to do like the whole show himself, and he'd prepared all of this like scripted material. And then they were like, okay, well, that's going to take too long. Can you just like tell us like some of the punchlines from the scripted material, like, and then we'll just skip through it? And he was like, yeah, okay. And then one of the punchlines was him saying, creamed corn, not the way I do it. And so when you said creamed corn, the first thing I thought was not the way I do it.
Are our brains cooked?
Well, Jacob, no, I appreciate you saying that because I also had an immediate association from a piece of media that I was not gonna say.
Okay.
But I feel like you, by saying that, you've given me permission.
Yeah.
Empowered him.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Because whenever I think of cream corn, I think of in Family Guy.
Demonetized.
demonetized. We're out. We're out. Unplug. We're canceled.
I forget which character it is at the movie theater, but they're with Adam West, and he says, "Do you want some of my corn?" And they assume it's popcorn because it's the movie theater, but he reaches in and it's all mushy, and it's like, what is this? Creamed corn. I bring my own. I don't like the kind they serve here. It's too crunchy.
So we have two
So they're both
beautiful
again.
creamed corn
I wouldn't have.
anecdotes.
I wouldn't have said that. I wouldn't have said that except that
That
Jacob.
implies that my anecdote wasn't beautiful.
No,
yours was
yours was the mother dough. Yours had a reason and a purpose. Yours was like a perfectly reasonable story.
yeah.
And then it spawned these two
These two beautiful,
Horrible.
equally beautiful. Just sort of references to
just
other
saying
things.
what some other people had said.
Yeah.
about
About
one
cream.
of the things involved. And
Yeah.
that's Drawfee, baby.
And that's sort of what you're getting here
Yeah.
as a patron.
When my friends were over the other day, it was just kind of us going in a circle saying something we've done recently and everyone going, "You're fucking cooked, dude." Because as you guys know, my latest toxic trait I became really worse about this as I was dealing with this cold, is
Sure.
that I like watching Brazilian AI slop on Facebook Reels.
You have been sending us some highlights, yeah.
It's horrible.
It's just it really makes me think we're not gonna make it as a.
They're
as
just
a
doing what we
species.
do as but worse. There was
Yeah.
okay.
That's
It-
true.
'cause, like-
they do seem like bad Drawfee, like Drawfee
'cause
prompts from like
the ones that I'm just
2015.
like, ooh, it's like, oh, animal and another thing, character or object, and then they just mush them together like Princess Jane style,
Right.
And then they just make like a really muscular like elephant or something.
Yeah.
But there was one that was just like elephant plus cube. And I'm like, this is the shit that we do. I'm just fascinated by the lifestyle of people who live without a single creative bone in their body.
It is like
I can't relate to that. It's new to me.
it is like what we do, but with not a single creative thought, and while like using up a bottle's worth of water and burning
Yeah.
down a forest.
Yeah, they are burning down the forest to make all of those like really muscular elephants.
We don't need a computer to make muscular
Well,
elephants.
Hold on now. We do
Well, we don't
we do
need
need a computer to make the muscular
We don't
elephants.
have to think about the muscular elephants.
we don't need a computer to think about the muscular elephants.
That's
We
damn
use our
true.
human brain.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
our
I-
peanuts.
I can imagine a muscular elephant whenever I want.
Yeah, exactly.
He's doing it right now. I can
I'm
tell.
Yeah.
as soon as you said it, you gave me permission.
Yeah, I'm also just like fascinated by it because it's so obviously like created from a like male standpoint. Like the body types and the subject matters just kind of stink of the male gaze.
Yeah.
But the stuff that they're doing is like borderline like furry fetish and like other
Yeah.
weird sort of fetish shit.
It
Like
really
I
is.
know. I've been on DeviantArt since I was 13. And so like I know it when I see it, but it's obviously not meant to be viewed that way. And I'm like, is this what people think is cool?
They're like, no, it's not furry art. It's cool because they're strong.
Yeah, like
They work out.
is it really cool when you mix together a lion and an airplane and it has massive pulsating tits? Like, is that cool? I don't know. Is that what the computer wants?
the computer
Explain
thinks
it
it's
to
cool.
me.
The data set it was trained on was like, this is the coolest shit.
I mean,
So-
I agree, but only when I like human-made lion plane titty art.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's the heart?
Yeah.
I need a human perspective on this.
Yeah. I know a computer that's burning down the rainforest did not have a huge boner while it was making this airplane lion with huge pecs. So what's the point?
What's the
Yeah,
point?
it
I
didn't
could do
care.
it better. I could do it better.
You could, because yours
You
would come
could.
from a genuine perspective.
Yes.
You care
There'd
about
be-
those characters.
There would be intention behind it.
And this is Brazilian. Yeah, all the pages I've been watching are Brazilian, or at least like various shades of countries that love football, because they keep doing ones where they mash up Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo with other pop culture characters and each other,
That
And
is
big
that's
tits.
fetish too.
which is a fetish. Merging is a fetish. So like, I don't know. I'm just like so fascinated by it, and I know I shouldn't be engaging, but I can't stop myself because I'm so fascinated by it and the mindset.
We're inundated with it. There's no avoiding it at this point.
Like, I was just trying to look for pasta recipes, and then Mickey Mouse getting smushed and fused with the Jonkler shows up, and I'm like, well, I'm here now.
I have to see what happens.
Yeah. This isn't pasta, but okay. Go off, King.
I saw a clip of it was an interview with the one of the dudes who like is the CEO or whatever of one of the AI things where you can do like AI music and just like have it generate a song for you out of nothing.
Yeah.
And in the interview, he legitimately said that he doesn't think anyone enjoys making music.
Oh my god.
He's like, no one actually enjoys the process of making music.
Sure, tell yourself that.
And it's like, that's why this product is so great. It's like, finally you can have the enjoyment without having to do the part no one likes, which is all of it.
It's just the only reason why people have been making art despite anything that's ever happened in their life and their lifetime.
Yeah.
People hate expressing themselves.
Aside from the part of my week where my face exploded and bled everywhere in public, the most alive I felt was drawing like a muscular fellow with 4 arms. Come on. It's so fun.
It's fun. It feels good to do. And it's hard, yeah, but that's part of what makes it enjoyable.
Because then you've earned it. When it comes together, you've earned it.
And it
Julia,
doesn't look like
cool.
trash.
Thank you.
You've turned this into something very cool and interesting.
I'm clawing back at it. I'm getting there.
Dagger was like not doing it.
Tandy Bowen.
We had to go cloak mode.
Tandy Bowen is too silly.
We had to get Tyrone in here.
Yeah.
Tandy and Tyrone?
Yeah.
That's fun.
Interesting.
One's from New York City. The other one's a rich white girl from Ohio or whatever.
Only together.
Only together can they cloak and dagger. And then Tandy gets freaking kidnapped, and then Dagger gets kidnapped, and Cloak goes to save her, and then they both get experimented on, and then they become these mystical beings.
Guys.
Nice.
That's the story of Tandy Bowen.
Tandy Bowen.
And since I'm always healing, I like never get Cloak's dialogue lines. It's always Dagger, because I'm like desperately trying to keep the tanks up. I'm like, please don't die. Stop running in, please. So I never get to attack. That's okay. I think it's gonna be good enough.
This is great.
It's very cool.
I'm glad. Karina, photo time?
Yes.
It was up there. It wasn't over here.
Yeah.
I was talking to Jacob. Stop sure.
Oh,
Karina time.
Wahoo! We're so fucking back.
Yes!
There it is. There's the robot table.
There she is.
I
Just
love the
to be
guy
clear,
awkwardly
yeah.
putting his drink on.
Is it?
Well, he was
okay if I
taking the drink.
Oh,
take
I
this?
see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
And like,
Thank you.
I just feel weird anytime I show pictures publicly that have strangers' faces in them. So I've covered them. But
very fair.
just know that everyone in this picture looks incredibly unmoved by her presence.
That's the most upsetting thing of all to me.
Yeah.
If I saw her, I would be losing it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd be
but-
hooting and hollering.
As you can see, those are like real lady legs. So the optical illusion is that she is actually inside this like weird table.
It seems
And that's just like a fake robot
Be-
part.
tough on your back, I feel like.
They're professionals, man.
Wow.
This feels like something
Yeah.
you'd see in Detroit Become Human. And Danny Villeneuve, or whatever his name is like...
Don't throw him under the bus.
Who the fuck is that?
He's the director of Dune.
No, what's the director of freaking...
He's a different French guy.
With a very similar name.
Are we getting suggestions for Karina, by the way?
Yeah,
Yes.
now give me a suggestion.
Yeah, his name's
please.
David Cage.
Oh. I was literally just watching a video about...
Or else I'm going to draw a muscular elephant who's an airplane. Or a lion.
I mean, they might ask for that if you have said it.
I would never do that on purpose. Okay. Carry on.
You're gonna do what the AI could never.
Yeah, check this shit out.
Make human art. Pure expression.
Yes.
Not just recycled bullshit. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Sorry, my bullshit. Okay.
And me.
I got him. Okay, I'll do a lion. I'll do a lion and an elephant, and they're muscular.
Nice. Hell yeah.
What if it was
I don't
a
actually
lion?
want to draw an airplane.
No one does.
He can be sitting on an airplane.
Sure.
What if it was a lion, a witch, and a wardrobe combined?
That's fucked up. You're crazy.
And Lionel Messi.
The lion, the witch.
Why are
and
you
the
calling him
wardrobe,
by his
and
like government
Lionel.
name?
Because I respect him. Nothing but respect for
I guess that makes sense. I don't respect him.
for my player.
The Lionel, the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
Yes.
That has to exist. Is the problem?
Yeah.
What am I doing? Okay.
Lionel, Witch, and the Wardrobe.
And he's also an elephant.
Oh, he's a lion elephant?
Yeah.
Lionel elephant. Messi.
Messi. It would
Okay,
be.
and he's messy. Fine. And he's huge.
And he's huge. Yes.
I have very confusing news.
Okay.
It's that I Googled this, and there is a Garbage Pail Kids card of
What is
Lionel,
that?
the Witch, and the Wardrobe.
What does that mean?
Do you know the Garbage Pail Kids?
Card?
Yeah, they made like cards,
Yeah.
like collectible
made-
cards.
They made collectible cards.
Why is this the part you're getting hung up on?
Keep
And it
keep
doesn't
going, sorry.
involve Lionel Messi. It's just a bleeding lion coming out of a wardrobe.
Yeah, there's a lot of skeletons in there too.
Yeah, well, it's a closet or a wardrobe. And it's the Garbage Pail Kids.
Maybe he's not. That's not the elephant part.
Which part's the elephant part?
He's gonna have the tusks.
Oh, yeah.
I'm blocking it in right now.
Block it in and then lock it in.
Keep naming Garbage Pail Kid cards.
Okay. Garbage Pail.
There's like Stinky Susan,
Yeah, Stinky Sal.
Billy's big
Cards.
bottom. Dank David.
Here's Dan Opener. And it's a kid who's pulling food out of his guts. How about that?
They're pretty nasty, aren't they?
Yeah. So you can make disgusting, nasty stuff without AI?
It's like the easiest thing in the world.
Yeah.
There's that one's pretty gross. That one's also gross.
This one's gross.
They're like
This one's
some of them are
gross,
like
too.
too gross that I don't want to bring it up.
This one's gross.
Here's
this one's
Hurt.
gross.
Here's Hurt Kurt.
I don't want to look
Is
at
he
this
hurt?
picture.
Yeah, he's falling off his skateboard and face planting into the street.
nice.
And his whole body's twisting up like a pretzel.
Yeah,
Ew.
I don't know how that
That's a
happened to him.
pretzel.
He must have been spinning really fast on the skateboard before he hit the ground.
He was
Yeah.
doing some sick stunts, spin stunts.
Why haven't we come out with a episode called "We're Doing What AI Thinks It Can Do"? And we just do AI prompts but better, and it's just
Yeah.
Karina drawing hot, buff animal men.
Do you want me to source some of them?
Yeah, I'm down for
My
that.
favorite is still the one where it's like there's a lot of them that I see that are like countries as blank.
Yeah.
And it's usually just they're also animals too for some reason. But my favorite one was the one where it's like mixing up a like strong man with like a guinea pig, and he just holds it out like have a guinea pig and then morphs into him.
The other one from that video was it was like the Japan one with the fox.
Where the fox head is just huge.
Well, the way they morph is like he's holding the fox and then he like looks down and it looks like he and the fox start making out and then they like
Yeah, a lot
fuse
of them
together.
look like that. A lot of them do that, and it's like my favorite thing.
And I'm like, why are you kissing the fox?
Why not?
But then he became the fox
Yeah, and his head is huge.
and his head is huge.
It's Jeff, Jacob. Now we just have Jeff reference up on the screen, and there's just one thumbnail of Jeff doing this, and it just says, "It's Jeff."
Who's
Jeff
Jeff?
Jeff's a shark.
The land shark.
Oh,
He's a
right.
land shark.
He's a dog.
He's a dog shark.
He's a puppy. Puppy.
He's a little piece of shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Sorry.
Are you apologizing to?
Jeff fans.
Lovers.
Jafans.
My very unpopular opinion that I will not back away from is I do not like Squirrel Girl. I tried playing a Squirrel Girl because everyone said that she was great to play as, so I tried playing as her, and she doesn't stop freaking talking.
Like a squirrel.
And I'm trying to listen to where people are and what's happening and for alts, and she's like, haha, I remember Namor, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Stop. Stop it.
Stupid.
But I do get
Voice
to
of
think
Squirrel
about
Girl.
the Gabby Bell
Oh, yeah.
short video where she's like, what it's like to hear Marvel Rivals in the other room.
Oh, yeah.
And her Squirrel Girl one is like, I'm gonna bust a nut. I'm doing it. I'm busting a nut.
It is like half of her lines.
Oh, it's Milana Vaintrop.
Who?
She was in all those, remember when College Humor did the camp series?
No.
She was the lady from the College Humor camp series. She was the, she was in all those ads. Was it, one of those,
It's a really good story.
one of those, tech store ads? Was it Best Buy?
Is it AT&T? Someone in chat said AT&T.
Maybe it's AT&T.
Best Buy.
AT&T, yeah, she was the AT&T lady. Anyway, good for her. You know, you get a talent like that, you gotta use it.
I think she's doing a great job.
Yeah,
And she's representing the character accurately.
it's just difficult with to play the game with that happening at the
Yeah.
same time.
I
understand.
mean, she's doing a great job. I just don't like the character.
Fair enough.
That's my complaint. Also, they like made her entirely too hot now.
That's not a real complaint.
That's not a real complaint. It just, I'm like, it's just a funny juxtaposition to see where you started and where you wound up. Squirrel Girl. This guy's looking at me.
Yeah.
Well, he just morphed into this and he's more confident than ever.
That's true.
Yeah.
And also, a lot of the AI videos, they are giving you this look because they can't do eyes quite yet.
Yeah, they just
Hi,
do
Olive.
this.
Olive, are you here to see the buff animal?
Olive, do you like this?
Olive, you want to see better? Hold on. What do you think of that?
What do you think?
Smash or pass, Olive.
Dash or pass, Olive? Do you have anything to say? She had like a burp, and that was it.
Nice.
She's
Good
gonna
reply.
vomit.
She might.
She's like,
She just got out of bed. Hi.
when I get out of bed and see like a really muscular lion elephant,
First thing.
yeah, football player.
Karina, do you think you'll be able to make this like undulate disturbingly in the same fashion that I'm used to
So
from
you
my.
kind of feel like you're passing out at the same time.
Yeah, so he's kind of like throbbing weirdly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was the same like fox like guinea pig video. I think it was one of them was a tiger and his boobs kept just like pulsing in the weirdest ways.
That just happens when you're like so freaking strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
It,
so
like,
much
takes-
muscle in there, twitching, ready to activate.
It
Yeah,
takes more
it's got
effort to not twitch, you know?
permanent flex.
Yeah, permanent flex.
It becomes involuntary.
Yeah, those AI videos do kind of make me feel like if I look at them for too long, they make me feel like the beginning stages of like being a little too drunk.
Yeah. It makes you seasick.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I can't focus on what I'm looking at, and then I'm like, I thought I knew what that was, but now it looks like it's becoming something else, and I don't get it. I just have to move on.
I always think the huge pecs are like really funny because pecs are like some of the least practical muscles on the body. There's like not many practical movements you do that involve your pecs unless you're like specifically lifting weights. Like rarely am I like laying on the ground and having to push something like off of me.
That's because you don't eat enough airplanes.
I guess. It's like if you look at pictures of like the strongest men from like the 1930s or something, none of them have like huge pecs. They all have like huge arms and like strong back muscles.
Well, you look at like people who are extremely strong because of their lifestyle and not because of the gym, and they look like pretty normal. Like farmers. Like farmers, you're like, oh, that guy's strong, but he's not like the world's strongest person. And then suddenly that dude's lifting like an insane amount of weight. And then
It's all in the legs and back.
it's just like, because it's all practical muscle, because they get like the full range of motion. You get those like big bodybuilder muscles and they like can't lift anything because they don't have a full range. It's just to like make them show up.
Yeah, if you see a dude who's got huge pecs, you know that he literally just wanted to have huge pecs.
Yeah.
And I love
Which is
that.
fine. I love huge pecs famously.
I do too.
But I don't like them on these like weird animal morphs because they're like super, how you say, dry,
Yeah.
dehydrated.
Dang
I
right.
have to take this call.
Dehydrated. No, this is so important though.
What?
She's getting a call from Brazil.
They're like, please delete.
Delete this VOD now.
Infringing on our property. Big peck, lion, elephant,
Yeah.
messy.
Like, yeah, we infringed on other people's property to make it.
Yeah.
You
But
can
now
only
it's
do
ours.
it once. Yeah. Sponsored by Adidas.
Oh,
You do
yes, here
have
comes the
to-
jersey.
You do have to feel bad for all of the artists whose art it was trained on, especially because like the AI like house style is so scary.
Yeah.
There was one I saw where it was mixing like an eagle and an airplane, and it was like fucking scary. It had like horrible lamprey teeth.
Nice.
And I'm like, where did those come from? That's so scary.
Well, those are the airplane's teeth.
Oh, well.
You usually don't see airplanes' teeth. They keep their mouths closed when they're flying.
So they don't get like bugs and geese and stuff in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was scary. I'll have to find that one for you guys since I send them all to you now.
Yeah.
I want to
take a
see them. It's like a peek into another world.
That's
It's
why
like-
I'm so fascinated by it. I'm sorry. I know I shouldn't engage, but like it's so crazy to me.
It's impossible to look away. They made something strangely compelling, even if it sucks in every
Compelling for the wrong reasons.
in
'cause
every way.
As someone who's currently drawing a giant football player lion, like this is just another Friday for me.
Yeah.
You publish that shit on Facebook Reels and probably Instagram.
And I just feel like there's something so beautiful about if you want to see the elephant football player lion and no one is making it, the passion that ignites in a person to be like, I have to create the things I want to see in this world.
Yeah.
And to take that away and make it just a one-click process.
Oh yeah, he has to have too many fingers. That's important.
Yeah, this is not a dick.
It's an airplane.
He's
He
about to
caught it.
merge. He's about to merge with it. Everybody look out.
If
This
this
is your
does it
captain
for
speaking.
you,
We're about to
you
merge.
are obligated to join our spicy Drawfee tier.
Oh yeah.
You pervert. I know what you are.
Karina can do you a spicy drawing of this this
Yeah.
concept.
Enjoy your drawing concept. Oh, what a glorious future we live in.
Yeah, mine's isn't as accurate as like the AI ones because they're not super, super dehydrated.
That's true.
But
Yeah.
that's not what does it for me, so I don't have to draw it.
We like them juicy and moist.
Yeah, well buttered.
That's just how we like them.
That's how we like them.
It's healthier.
Yeah.
It's an elephant's tail because I didn't feel like giving him a trunk. Maybe the tail is the trunk.
Yes.
I don't know. That's kind of a lot.
Oh.
That implies that what? There's a mouth down there?
Sure.
It could just be the trunk.
Doesn't have
Just
to imply anything. This
the
is
nose.
we're in fantasy land.
The trunk comes out once he merges with the airplane, okay?
Yeah.
I like
that makes
that.
sense. That actually makes sense. Yeah. So again, this is the sort of logical thinking that's missing when
Yeah.
when the computer does it. It's not thinking about the
It's a recessive trait in his
process.
genes.
exactly. Yeah. Wow.
What team does he play for?
I don't remember any of the teams, so I can't even make like a proper joke.
Just name a country.
Brazil.
Of course he does.
I didn't mean for that to look like that, but we're not fixing it.
No, we don't have time for that.
Yeah, look, I'm not doing that opacity jitter. Not here, not now.
Just going back to watch Bedknobs and Broomsticks and like the soccer game with the animals, and they've all been replaced by this.
And they're running in like slow motion
Yeah.
and skittering backwards.
Just like, I don't remember this part of the movie being so
So dry.
so dry.
Can I just say there was another one I watched where it was like mashing up like fucking Tekken characters with something, and they were just like in the streets of Brooklyn. They were like in Dumbo. And it was like cracking me up because they're just like walking all tough guy and then merging together with like Venom and then going like "Ah!" And in the background it's just like the beautiful cobblestone roads and the Brooklyn Bridge. And I'm like, get out of there. You look crazy.
That shit happens in Brooklyn all the time.
I wouldn't even take my headphones out for this shit.
Yeah. You think we're gonna pay attention just because your nose is bleeding? We're ignoring muscle animals merging with venom.
And that's what I love about New York.
New York, baby, every day.
A
There you
million
go.
things ignored.
Eat my shit, AI. I can do it better than you.
Yeah.
Any day
Yeah.
of the week. Maybe yours is more hyper realistic, but mine's is sexier.
Yours has more heart.
Heart and art.
Yes. Yeah, he actually has 2 hearts, one for a lion and one for an elephant.
Oh,
And in his airplane form, he has a secret 3rd one that belongs to Messi.
wow. Incredible.
The heart of Messi.
Yeah, if you rip that one out and eat it, then you become sexy and strong and an airplane.
Where is he? Show him to me. We got a little bit of
done.
time left for Nathan.
Yeah.
Okay,
quick
I guess
Nathan?
I could get started on my Baldur's Gate commish.
Get started.
I'll get started.
You
Get
literally
the-
said that getting started was the hardest part.
It is. It truly is.
And now you
again,
do it.
This might not even be what I end up going with, but you can try it at least.
I assume he is elephant feet, just not pictured because we didn't subscribe at the feet tier. Yeah. They're like a surprising mix of elephant and human. Mostly elephant, but human in all the way that counts.
The toes.
It's the toes.
The toes are what counts. Elephant feet with human toes is so upsetting to think about. But that's what he has.
That's what he has.
What was the prompt for this again, Nathan?
The prompt for this one is Karlach and Asterion in Avernus. Karlach is like stanced up, ready to fight, and Asterion is cowering and running away
And pissing
and
and
pissing and,
weeping.
Yeah. So I don't know. Since it's 2 characters, I might try and simplify them a little.
What Patreon tier do you have to sub to get elephant feet with human toes? If that's what you want to use your commission
Spicy
for,
draw aficionado.
That's a spicy. That's gotta be a spicy.
well, I guess it depends. Like if it's not spicy, then we'll draw it very unsexily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But if it is spicy,
I don't know if that's possible.
I'll have him piggies out, slurping up that airplane like a spaghetti noodle, absorbing its power, like when you eat a cat.
Like when you eat a cat.
Olive, I would never do that to you.
Not even to absorb her power.
Not even to absorb your power. You can keep your power. Whatever power you have, which is not much. She's back.
I returned.
Oh.
Put on your phonies.
The only thing I can hear is Olive purring. She's purring so loudly. She's doing little blinks. That was a cute phone call.
A cute phone call?
Yeah. It was about the house and then, that we're working on.
Yeah.
Nice.
And the lady was like, "Hey, you have any updates?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Okay."
Aw.
But then I told her that Jacob and I we're on a deadline here because of the baby.
Baby deadline.
And then she got so excited.
oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, she was like, "Oh, do you know what you're having?" This sweet older Long Island woman,
A
Can I
baby.
say something? Yeah, it's gonna be a baby
a
actually.
child.
Do you want to hear something incredibly parasocial from me to you, my friends?
Yes.
Sure.
While we were on our little vacation, Lauren and I were talking about any possible future trips, and we were like, because she wants to go to like theme parks and stuff because she hasn't been to them, and we were saying how we should go to Universal Studios for like the Super Mario World or whatever. I don't know where things are, but and she was like, we can do like Disney bounding, but for like Mario or Mario bounding. And Lauren was like, that would be perfect for Jacob because he could be Diddy Kong. And then we said that Julia would be Donkey Kong and Baby would be the banana. And that would be a very cute family costume.
That's really cute.
That is really cute.
I love that. Little baby banana.
It's funny because that would be the second costume idea we've gotten for our child. Because the first one we got was on Halloween. We had some friends come over for Halloween because our town does like this whole big thing for Halloween. It like completely closes down and becomes like just a pedestrian haven.
Cute.
So my friend, one of my closest friends that I've had since high school, her husband was like, oh, we should do this again next year, but then we all dress up like robbers and we dress up the baby like a diamond.
Aw, or like a little bag with a money sign.
Yeah, exactly. So he
with
was
the
like,
baby in a sack.
yeah. It was like, so it's like we're trying to, commit a crime. And I was like, that's very cute, actually.
That's cute. Someone in chat said Julia is Trixie, and I was like, I don't understand this costume anymore. Diddy Kong a banana and Trixie Mattel?
I do not have nearly the confidence enough to pull off an accurate Trixie. Trixie's like confidence goals.
But yeah, that's me and Lauren's suggestion for a family costume.
I love it.
Yeah, I really like it. We are like, Jacob and I are ruined if this child is not a nerd.
We get bullied.
By a child.
Gonna bully us, yeah. Strong ass, jock ass child.
I'll just make them look like the characters.
What kind of an Adventure Time-y take?
Yeah. We'll see if this is what I end up going with, but I figure I should at least make it look, at least get it somewhere. Which side does Karlak have the? I know the stream is about to be over. Okay.
I think it's
so she's got the.
It's on her right side.
Her right has the broken horn.
I think so.
Okay.
But also that's my memory, so.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
Yes!
You scared Olive.
Sorry, Olive.
Aww.
Oh, sorry, sweetie. Sorry,
you can't
sorry.
make sudden movements like that around her.
Tail is kind of getting a little puffy. Sorry.
Aww.
I scared you. I'm sorry. I was right before this stream, I was on Zoom with my French grandmother because it's her birthday.
Oh, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, French grandma. And my uncle was there, so someone knew how to turn on the computer. But it was very cute because she was excited to see me, of course, and she was excited because we told her we were having a boy and stuff like that, and she's just like excited for us in general. And then Jacob came in and said happy birthday, and she was very excited to see Jacob again because the last time she saw him he had COVID.
Oh, that's right.
But then I also like picked up my little webcam and rotated the camera, and Olive was just like sitting there glaring at the top of the cat tree, and she was maybe the most excited about the cat.
I mean,
Of
aren't we
course.
all?
Yeah. How could you not be?
She's a big animal fan in general. In her little webcam view, you could see her dog in the background.
Oh.
This sweet little idiot. Beloved dog.
Cute.
I'm a big animal fan too. From the Muppets.
Oh, animal.
Animal. Hi, Olive. Olive's just honking.
Aw, what else is new?
You can kind of see her. In the
She
bottom.
honk shoeing.
The moon honk shoe.
And then we'll have like little demons coming to get them. Devils, not demons. They're in Avernus. It's hell. Devils and demons are different in D&D.
Thank you.
No one was coming
Thank
for
you for saying it, Nathan.
Devils are lawful evil and demons are chaotic evil.
They're the same thing.
Karina, as the light goes down on your apartment, Sunny gets creepier and creepier in the corner
Always? Yeah.
from the webcam view.
He's holding the busted cable from Mike 3.
R.I.P.
Rip.
R.I.P. He's gonna take it to hell later.
I really loved that, we had Willie on the stream on Monday, and Willie came over, and we forgot to warn Willie. And then he just looks into the room and goes, "What is that?"
Anyone who doesn't know deserves to not be warned.
Yeah,
That's
it's the
fair.
best
Why
way to
aren't you
experience him.
Why aren't you watching my show?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
true.
you should at least watch that episode. It's like one of our better episodes.
Yeah. Yeah, it's great.
It's like, oh, interesting, Willie. You want to be on the show, and yet
You won't
you
watch
don't
it.
want to watch the show.
Interesting.
Just curious is all.
Very interesting. No, he's just here. He's just permanently here.
Hanging out.
All right. Well, you get the idea. It'll look something like this unless I look at it later and decide I want to completely change it. But
I really like it. I like the composition.
Yeah, it's a fun start.
Yeah.
so yeah, if you select me to be your Drawficionado drawer, there's a chance that it'll happen on stream because I like consolidating my work.
Unless you request that you don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you can ask for it
yeah,
to specifically
that's-
not be done on stream.
That's why we have the question in there. If
Yep.
if you specifically don't want it drawn on stream but you still want it drawn by me, that is also cool. The only thing is there's no guarantee it'll get drawn on stream. It's just if we
could.
have your permission, it could happen.
Yeah. Unless you get me, because I prefer to struggle in silence.
Totally.
I feel
As
that.
you could
Totally
tell
fair.
by my beef soup story.
Beef soup story.
See, I was thinking beef soup nosebleed. I'm gonna keep beating
It's
my
always
beef.
it's either that song or the other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's only two options.
Well, great.
Cool.
Hey, thanks for being patrons, everyone.
Thank you.
We appreciate you, and we also appreciate our drawing commission patrons for commissioning us in those higher tiers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we're leaving you on this. But thank you so
Oh,
much
yeah.
for supporting us for yet another month. We'll keep on doing it as long as we got you excellent patrons here supporting us.
We sure will.
Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much. And also there's going to be a draw class next week. It's Jacob helping you through an art block.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm working up some exercises and activities you can do
Hell yeah.
that are good for if you really don't feel like drawing or feel like you're stuck in your sort of mind rut. Mm-hmm. We're going to get you out of your mind rut.
Yeah.
Get out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's it.
Woohoo.
Thanks for
Here.
Olive. Sorry, Olive
for
had a big
Olive.
sneeze.
Thanks for
That's
Olive.
it. We're
That's it.
out of here.
We're sorry. Thanks, everyone. Bye.